Hello and welcome to Your Plan Wellness and Recovery. We are a private mental health clinic that offers bespoke, person-centred therapy just outside the city of Derby. How do we provide this person-centred care? Well, it's all to do with our company name, Your Plan. We design everything around what you want to do and the way you want to do it, whether it be talking, writing, music, poetry, or even drama. What we do here at Your Plan is we create a very detailed plan about how you want to be treated in your care. That way we can offer you the best support and therapy to aid you in your recovery. However, we don't just stop there. We then take that out of our clinic and into the community to hopefully to get you back into some sort of education and work. So in this video we're going to have a short presentation from our BACP therapist Sophie Gifford, who's going to talk about ways we can cope and deal with stresses when it comes to homeschooling our children due to the current COVID-19 pandemic. I hope you enjoy the video and any feedback would be muchly appreciated. Thank you.
Hello and welcome. My name is Sophie and I am the Specialist Therapist Lead at Your Plan Wellbeing and Recovery. I am an integrative counsellor and psychotherapist who strongly believes in working in collaboration with others on their own unique path to achieving their desired goals. I do this through incorporating various tools, approaches and modalities in line with that person's needs, approaching each person as an individual with their own unique backgrounds and perspectives. So, I'm sure you are asking, why am I talking to you today? How is this relevant to me? Well, no one is immune to the changes and pressures from the current situation. Many people are struggling, unsure if what they're doing is right or is good enough, and many other unhelpful questions that can cause stress, anxiety, and at times episodes of burnout. So today, I hope you can join me in this short video to explore the impacts of stress, anxiety and burnout, and ways, more importantly, to manage these within the lockdown and the family. So what is stress? Stress is an emotional, physical response to demanding situations, with symptoms including but not limited to worry, feelings of being overwhelmed, increased heart rate, headaches, sleep difficulties, procrastination, nail biting, muscle tension and more. Contrary to what people may think, stress is not necessarily a bad thing, as it motivates us to work towards solving an issue. The goal is to manage our stress, not to eliminate it, as it is a natural response to a situation. Please ask yourself, what are your expectations of yourself? Are they realistic? If not, then consider reassessing these expectations. If you put them in place, you are the only one who can change them. What is anxiety? Anxiety is a persistent feeling of unease, worry, and fear. Symptoms may include, but not limited to, restlessness, feeling of dread, being on edge, difficulty concentrating, sleeping, irritability, dizziness, nausea, heart palpitations, sweating, dry mouth, and even shortness of breath. Everyone has feelings of anxiety at some point in their life. For example, you may feel worried or on edge about getting a test for COVID, having a job interview, meeting up with friends via Zoom. These feelings of anxiousness is perfectly normal, but feelings of anxiety are different. They are more consistent, persistent, and affect people's ability to carry out everyday life tasks. So what are 5 ways to cope and manage with stress? The negative effects of stress can be reduced with the use of social support, emotional management skills, maintaining a healthy life balance, and attending to basic needs. So let's discuss a few quick ways to make you feel more at ease and, more importantly, in control of your stress. Prioritise your responsibilities. Take one step at a time. Try and minimise tasks. Only do the musts. Anything else can wait. Or do the smaller tasks and work your way up. Work together, not against each other. Focus on the basics. Stress can start a harmful cycle where basic needs are neglected, which leads to more stress. Make a point to focus on your basic needs, and that is eating well, keeping a healthy sleep schedule, exercising, and other forms of self-care. Please don't let yourself go. You need to take care of your needs as well. Keep things in perspective. Sometimes things can feel overwhelming and bigger than they actually are. Take a step back. Take a deep breath through your nose and out through your mouth. Then assess the situation again, remembering that you cannot control what other people do or what happens in the world, but you can control what you do. Do not put all your eggs in one basket. People who are over-involved in one aspect often struggle to focus on anything else, affecting their ability to manage other tasks, and also their patience level is very drastically reduced. Balance your time and energy throughout the day. Try and break it down to make it more manageable and more digestible. And last but not least, personal time. Neglecting personal or family time tends to result in everything feeling negative and nothing to look forward to. Your time is important. You could invest in doing things like doing your own journal, colouring, drawing, watching a new series, trying a new recipe, meditation, creating a calm board, making puppets with the children, building a den. There's loads of different things that you can do. Why don't you take some time out and jot some things down that maybe you would like to do now or in the future, or what you would like to do as a family. There's many things that you can do from home. Let's move on to anxiety. Anxiety feels different for everyone, and it's really important that we notice that, not just for anxiety, but for stress and other mental health as well. Like other mental health, it can have an impact on someone's ability and quality of everyday life, affecting one's confidence, self-worth and beliefs. So let's discuss a few quick ways to hopefully ease feelings of anxiety. The first one, and one of the most important ones I personally feel, is breathing techniques. When you are feeling anxious, you might notice that your heart rate and your breathing is increasing. Anxiety loses its grip when you have a clearer mind of worry and brings your attention to the present. So try and put some time aside, either in the morning or at night, to practice breathing techniques. There are many that you can find online, and find the one that best suits you, because there's so many different ones out there. So what we usually do when we talk about breathing techniques, it's really important that we breathe through the nose and then out through the mouth. So for example, if you was doing it with me, I'm very impressed. So what you would probably notice is when you breathe in through your nose, let's say, and you breathe out, your body automatically untenses. It has to relax. It's a natural response. So notice what that feels like. Get in tune with your breathing. Get in tune with your body. It might sound quite fairy-dairy, but actually it does have a real impact. Once we can get grasp and control of our breathing, we can feel that we are in more control and we can calm our body down a lot quicker rather than trying to think of a solution. Go straight to the breathing techniques. They can be really, really helpful. The next is what we call progressive muscle relaxation. So this basically means by tensing and relaxing the muscles throughout your body, you can achieve a powerful sense of relaxation. This will help you to spot anxiety by teaching you to recognise feelings of muscle tension and zoning in on that particular area through breathing techniques and reconnecting with your body. So like I said, when you're doing the breathing technique, notice, is there any particular knot or tightness in particular areas of your body? This might be in your forehead or in your chest. What can really help is when you're doing the breathing techniques, place a hand in that particular area and focus that breath on that area. Imagine it loosen, imagine it untightening every time you take a breath in, and keep practicing that. It will help. Next is challenging irrational and negative thoughts. Anxiety can feed on our thoughts. Automatic thoughts and negative thoughts isn't something necessarily that we're thinking about. They can randomly just pop up, and it's not very nice when they do. They can have a real impact on our confidence. So try and make sure to challenge these, but gently. Remember, we want to be on our team, not the defence. So when you're challenging them gently. Look for the evidence. Where is the evidence for these thoughts? Are they true? Are they factual? No, they're probably not. So don't go with them as if they are. Gently try and challenge them. Maybe write them down. Maybe they come up in a particular time of the day. This may be where you feel most vulnerable. Work through them. Don't ignore them and don't push them aside. And certainly do not go with them as if they are true. Next is imagery. Your thoughts have the power to change how you feel. If you think of something sad, you are most likely going to feel sad. And the opposite is also true. When you think of something positive and calming, you will feel relaxed. You will feel more at ease. The imagery technique harnesses this power to reduce anxiety. Use your imagination to take you to your safe place or somewhere where you feel secure. So for example, this could be somewhere in your house, like your bedroom or your garden, or this could be somewhere imaginary, such as I've heard somebody once use their safe place as the Batman cave. It doesn't matter where it is, as long as you feel safe and you feel secure. That's the most important component. I would also recommend, while you're imagining your place or physically being in your place, that you use your 5 senses. So what does it smell like? What does it taste like? What can you hear? What can you see in that place? The beauty of this technique is you can use it anywhere. It doesn't matter where you are. And last but not least, focus on what you can change. Many times anxiety can stem from fearing things that have not happened, or the lack of confidence in our ability to manage when something is actually happening now. Replace your fears by changing your attitude towards them and widen your view on what can be done rather than what cannot be done. Make a list. Pace yourself out throughout the day. What is working? What isn't working? Is anything making you feel more pressured? Is there anything that makes you feel more calm? Break things down. Make them more digestible. So how is this relevant to the pandemic at the moment? And also homeschooling. The pandemic is unpredictable, isolating and irrational. Some could argue this is a breeding ground for anxiety and stress, or intensifying pre-existing experiences. With the recent lockdown and restrictions in educational settings, this has for many once again put them in a position of dual roles of parent and teacher, with many feeling under-equipped and underprepared for this. Many people have commented on how they do not want to let their children down, or that they themselves feel stupid for not being able to help them with the homework, and also how they struggle to find the right way to school their children. It's understandable and realistic then that many are experiencing anxiety and stress. I'm sure a lot of you have additional worries as well, such as finances, health of loved ones, health for yourself, work, and many other things that we wouldn't have necessarily been worried about if it wasn't for this recent pandemic. We are having to manage with things that we have not experienced before, so it's important to accept that there is no perfect way of dealing with this, and to remember that you are trying your best, and that is good enough. I'll say it again. You are trying your best, and that is good enough. Our expectations of ourselves and what we can achieve can hinder our well-being. If they are unrealistic and not reasonable in reflection of the present situation we are in. So please do not minimise, rather realise, recognise what you're going through in the present along with your family, Communication with each other is key. How are you feeling? How are they feeling? How do they feel homeschooling is going? Did they have any ideas or anything that they would like to learn in particular? You are in this together, you are not alone. Work together. Maybe talk to the schools. We've got to use our resources around us to help us in this current situation. Don't act like you're on your own. That's undue pressure, and again, that's not realistic. You're doing your best under extreme circumstances. So there's no such thing as perfection. Sometimes it's taking things day by day and giving ourselves a bit of a break. I thought it was important to really mention burnout. So what is burnout? Burnout is a state of emotional, mental and physical exhaustion, fatigue, disconnection and unproductiveness caused by excessive and prolonged stress. Feelings of burnout have been described as a lack of focus, shorter attention span, low productivity, persistent fatigue, headaches, mood swings and feelings of loneliness. Burnout is usually actually associated with work-related pressures. But let's think for a minute. Doesn't burnout share very similar or the same characteristics as stress and anxiety? Trying to educate your children while also trying to manage home tasks and also maybe additional work commitments is also extremely difficult trying to balance. Again, this is new. We haven't done this before. So it's really important to try and recognise that actually stress, anxiety and burnout are normal things to be experiencing at this moment in time. But it does not mean that it's okay, and it does not mean that it will last forever. There is help out there. So please don't feel like you're on your own. Everything I have shared today can help with the reduction of burnout, stress and symptoms of anxiety. But please make sure that you're not just taking care of your family, but that you're also taking care of yourself, as you matter and you too are important. If you have connected with anything that I have shared today, then please do not feel that that means that you're not achieving anything or that you aren't coping, because please recognise that you're not alone and that it is normal and it's okay to feel like this. But if you do need help, please reach out. If it's not to us in your plan, wellbeing and recovery, then please reach out to friends or family or share how you're feeling. We are here to help. Please take some time out after this video to reflect on what I've spoken about. Maybe write down any thoughts or maybe comment below on the video, and we will help in any way that we can. Maybe take some time out to look at other ways of coping, because this has only been a short video. So please have a look to see if there's any other ways of coping, which I can assure you there is, because not one glove fits all. So it's important to make sure that you're catering things to yourself, because everything is adaptable. If you do have any questions, please do not hesitate to get in contact with us at Your Plan Wellbeing and Recovery. We'll be more than happy to hear anything that you say. Please take care and stay safe. And I hope to speak to you all again soon.